Yeah, hi team. Good morning, everyone. So let us start the session. So I'm giving a daily schedule. So please follow this daily schedule as per your schedule, so that we'll get a success. Success is simple with the hard work. Okay, na? Success is a simple with the hard work. It is a complex without hard work. Okay, na? So hard work in the sense how you are going to be plan a day. That is important. Planning of a day is important. Okay, for example, sir, I'm going to be wake up by the 8 or 7. Okay, so in that 1 or 2 hours, complete yesterday's session. Okay, now practice for yesterday's session. And if you want to be check what can be the today, right? For example, the next topic I will give you by the tomorrow. If you want to be go through it, go through it. Okay, now what can be the today topic or what are the concepts? Okay, so it can be easy. So next, so we are going to have a session at 11 to 12 or 12:15, 12:30. So this 1 hour, we are going to have a session. Next, 12 to 1, so exam on previous session. So whatever we will complete on the yesterday session, so please take the exams. So daily I'm going to give you after the session at 12 o'clock, I will give you 5 interview questions, correct? And I'm going to give some tasks. So these questions on the task complete by 12 to 1. Clear? Next, 1 to 2 go for a lunch. So take it as a lunch break. Next, 2 to 3. So I'm going to be give a soft skill. So soft skill in the sense, somebody will explain, you can't learn. So when you will learn, when you start explain, then only you can able to learn. No? So we will have a PPT sessions. PPT, so already old students know about, right? So group discussions. So this week we'll go about a PPT, sir. Next week group discussions. We'll change the presentation. Okay, na? So in PPTs, what is the today topic? Today topic, take it as a Python, Python history. Okay, na? So like this every day we will have a plan. Next, 3 to 6 or 5 based on your comfortable. So whatever we are going to be giving questions on the task, right? Complete. Okay. So complete those questions on the task. For example, you have a doubt. So in the online or offline members, share in the group. I can able to reply or your friends can reply. So this is the scheduler. So calculate 1 hour, 2 hour, 3 hour, 4 hour, 4 hour, 6 hours total, yeah. So out of 24, 6 hours if you are dedicated, you'll get a job. Next, 24 minus 6, 18. Correct? So 18. In the 8, go for a sleep of 8 hours, so 10 hours, you are having still a time. So that 10 hours also utilized to create 1 hour on the PPT. Okay. So that schedule also we will discuss. So this is about a daily schedule. Next, first week of October, I will start a placement. Okay, na? So maybe this weekend or next weekend, I will call some company persons on the Saturdays like that. Okay, na? So they also will explain what companies are expecting. Okay, na? So that you can able to plan our practice. Okay, na? So we'll plan every Saturday or alternative Saturday. So a company will. Okay. So next. So what we are going to be learn? We are going to be learn a Python full stack. See, so if I say Python, Python is a centralized programming language to develop any type of application. Clear? So what is a Python? So please take the notes parallelly. Even I know you have taken, but even take it. So my voice is audible, everyone? Subhan, Manohar?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Sir. So what is a Python? Basically, Python is a framework to develop a software applications. So what is mean by framework? What is mean by framework? Framework? What is mean by framework? Framework providing resources to develop an application. Okay, so Python, if I using the Python, what type of applications I can able to develop? So what type of applications can Okay, now developed by using Python. What type of applications can be developed by using a Python? One is web, mobile, testing, gaming, data science, machine learning, artificial intelligence, virtual reality, next embedded systems. So many applications. So what not we can do? So we can do any type of applications. So clear? Next, if I say framework, so what and all required by the framework? For example, Python is a framework. How I can able to say Python is a framework? A framework required three things. What are those? A framework requires. So what are those three things? One is programming language. Which is the programming language we are using? Python. Next,
interpreter or
compiler or interpreter. So which compiler or interpreter we are using? Python compiler or interpreter we are using. Okay. Next, ID. ID stands for integrated development environment. Integrated environment. Which one we are using? PyCharm. So PyCharm, Anaconda, Miniconda, Jupyter, Eclipse, Visual Studio Code, Notepad, Notepad Plus, all the IDs you can able to use. So our Python is a framework or not? So framework, because all these things are there or not? Yes. But people are seeing Python like a programming language. Is that correct? No. So now let us see about a Python programming language. So can you explain Python programming language? Python is a dynamically typed. Note చేసుకోండి. Python is a dynamically typed, interpreted programming language. Python supports OOPS concepts, object oriented program. Okay na? Python supports OOPS. Next, Python supports OOPS. For example, Python having a functional programming language. So C is the functional programming language. Sir, what is mean by functional programming language? Because it is having only functions. Okay na? C was developed up to the functions only. Okay, so our Python having a functional programming language, yes. Python having the functions, right? So it is calling as a functional programming language. Python supports object-oriented program. Python supports scripting. Python supports modularity. Okay. Next, Python programming language. Note చేసుకోండి. Python programming language was developed from. First one is functional programming. Functional programming. So functional programming means the Python was developed from the functional programming language, which is from the C. So C programming language. Okay, na? So Python was developed by an author. So he is taken this Python from the reference of other programming languages. One is the functional programming language, which is the C. Next, object-oriented programming language, which is taken from the C++. C++. Next, Python supports the data types, which is taken from the set program. Okay, that is not required. Next, modularity. Python supports a modularity, which is taken from the Modula 3, which is taken from the Modula 3. Next, Python supports scripting. Correct? Scripting. So which is taken from the Perl and Shell programming language. So clear? So Python is a programming language which is developed from a 4 different. So one is the functional programming is taken from the C and developed a Python functional programming. Next, Python supports a OOPS which is taken from the C++. Next, Python supports a modularity, Modula 3, which is modularity, which is taken from the Modula 3. Next, Python using as a scripting language. The scripting is developed from the Perl and Shell. So these are the main core concept of Python. So these are the, so anybody asking what are the core concepts of Python in the sense functional programming language, object oriented programming language, so modularity, scripting. These are the core functionalities of Python. So which are the core functionalities of Python? Okay. Next, Python history. So who developed this Python? Python was developed by Udo Van Rossum in the year of in the year of 1989, but officially released in the 1994. Okay, na? Officially released in 1994. What is the first version of Python? 1994. Python 1.2 in 1994. Next. So how many versions of Python? Simply Python having a 3 versions. 1.0. Basically this is 1.0 only, but pronunciation wise we are calling 1.0. So next Python 2.0, which is the version 2000. Next Python 3.0. So which is the version? Year 2008. Okay, na? So these are the main release versions. We have the 3.1, sorry, 3.1, 3.2, 3.10, 3.8, 3.11. Okay, na? So like this, we have the different versions. So which versions we are using? How to check Python was installed or not, and what is the version? Python space hyphen version. So 3.8.2, which is the so recommended and latest which we are using. Okay, but I will explain you how to do a setup. Clear? So this is the history of Python. Python was developed by the Udo Van Rossum in the year of 1999, but officially released in the 1994. Okay, na? So 1989 is not the official one. Okay, na? Some people can say 80 or 91 also. Okay, so next, this guy developed the Python by taking the references of these four different things: functionality, OOPS, modularity, scripting. Clear? Clear? Next, Python setup. So how to do a Python setup? So if I say framework, what and all required? 3 things are required. Python is a framework. Yes. So we need to install a first one is install Python. So how to install? To install this one. Okay. Go to the official website of Python. Okay. Go to the download. So download this one. Okay. So download Python. click on this one, it will download a file. Open this file, simply click on next, the setup will be completed. So for me already setup is there. For you it will ask you for the, okay na, so it may ask any checkbox, please check it, okay na, otherwise don't do anything, any rights or something, okay. So any policies are to be obeyed. Next, already have read, that's what it is showing, okay. Click on next, Python will install. Clear in my doubt? So let me cancel. So Python is installed, yes. Next I need to install a runtime environment. How to install? See, in your computer, go to the Microsoft Store. Go to the Microsoft Store. Okay na? So runtime you need to install from here. Any questions up to now, team?
Also.
Okay na? So go to the search bar, type Python. So it will show you the different versions. Take it as a 3.11. Okay. Next, it will be ask you for to be installed. A get will be there. For example, it is already installed to me. I don't have it. So if I not install, right? Let me check 3.9. But take the latest one. Just example. So here you can able to see option called get, right? Okay, na? So click on it. Runtime environment will be installed. I already have the 3.11. Okay. So versions are important. Okay, na? Which version? Official release 1.0, 2.0, 3.0, next 3.11, which is the current version. They will ask which current version Python is working. Daily you are working, right? You may forget. Okay, na? So better to have in your mind 3.11, say like this. Okay, so see here, there is a 3.1 pre-release. Go and explore about this one. Okay, na? Next, two things are done. Python installation is completed. Next, runtime environment also completed. So next, what we need to do? We need to install IDE. IDE stands for Integrated Development Environment. We are using the PyCharm is an IDE. Okay. So PyCharm. So how to install this PyCharm? So again, go to the official website of the PyCharm and install it. Okay, na? PyCharm. So PyCharm having the community version and a professional. So professional means the company has to be used. Community in the sense developer to be work. Okay na? So download this PyCharm community. Okay na? So PyCharm professional. So see here, community is here. So click on it. So JetBrains is providing the PyCharm. So your is Linux, Windows, Mac OS. So different types are there. Okay na? So I need the Windows. Click on it. So it will be download. Okay, open it and click on same next to install. That's it. So any questions up to now? So Python is a framework. If I say framework, three qualifications that we are clear. Next, what is a Python? Python is a programming language. So that also we clear. Next, we have done the setup. So next, let us see the concepts of a Python. Okay, so almost it is done. So let me open. So always remember what is the IDE version, PyCharm version. Current you are using the Python version. They may ask in the interview. Okay. Okay, so PyCharm is asking for the installation. Do you want to continue? Click on yes, next, that's it. Okay, so already have the PyCharm. We have done with installation. Okay, na? So let me close this. So installation is clear. Next. So installation setup is completed. So what is the next one? So let us discuss what Python contains, or what we need to be learning in Python. Learning units in Python. So which learning units we need to be learn? Okay, so what are the learning units we need to be learning in the Python? Okay, so first one is the comments, next data types, next functions, next statements, which are conditional statements, logical statements, next looping statements, some other statements we need to be learn. Okay na? Next, oops, object oriented program. Next, some modules. Okay, next class. Okay, so these are the 7 different things we need to be learn in the Python. So if you learn this one now, your core Python, advanced Python is completed. Basically, Python was having a 3-4 different things. For example, functional programming language is nothing but a core Python. OOPS concept support is nothing but advanced Python. So this is categorized by the our Amripet market, but we don't have the categories. We're having only one, that is called a Python. Okay, na? So clear? So next, let us take it as a comments. What is the purpose of a comments? So comments are used to explain about the programming logic. Explain about the logic. Okay, how many types? 2 types. What are those? Inline or single line comments. So inline or single line comments is represented by the hash multi-line comments, which is represented by 3 times quotes or 3 times single quotes or 3 times double quotes. So clear? Let us see about a comment. So just now we have installed the PyCharm. Okay, let me open a PyCharm. Okay, so PyCharm is open. Okay, so let us discuss. For example, I want to write a program of print, okay, hash print name. You want to print some name. So print, let me say, okay, I just want to print the some name. Okay, so this is called a runner. So once you install the runtime environment, then only if you click on this one, it will display the output. Okay, next Python is what type of programming language? So programming languages are 2 types. What are those types of programming languages? What are those? One is a high level programming language. Next one is low level programming language. So what is mean by high level programming language? Human understandable programming language is called high level programming language. Okay na? Human understandable programming is called high level programming language. Give some examples. C, our Python, Java, .NET, all these programming languages are human understandable. Next, mission understandable programming language is called mission understandable program is called low level programming language. Example, binary format. Example, binary format is a low level programming language. Clear? So which are two types. Next, Python is a high level programming language. So next, comments also clear. So we discussed about a single line comments. So let us discuss about a multi-line. 3 times single quotations are 3 times double quotations. So here you can able to explain about a some laws. Okay, na? Either 3 times single quotation or 3 times double quotation. Clear? 3 times single quotation or 3 times double quotation. Next, take a heading data type. Okay, data. So what is a data type? A data type is a data carrier. A data type is a data carrier. So from here onwards, we should be focused. Okay, na? So this is just about a basic. Okay, from here we need to be focused. So see, what is the purpose of a software application? Behalf of a human, an application or mission will work. Correct? Behalf of a human instead of the human. Okay, na? So in this, for example, I'm asking you to be send a courier to me. Okay, na? You are going to be send some presentation or item to me. How you are going to be sent? Okay, so this is the person you. I'm expecting a some item from you. Okay, na? So here is my home. So you will travel. If it is near, then you can able to travel. If it is a far off distance like Hyderabad to Bangalore. So what you will do? So in this situation, you will go to the nearest post office. Correct? Okay, na? You will give that parcel in the post office. Now, postman will or courier boy will carry from here to so nearest destination to your my home. So then only I can able to receive a physical file from your to me. Clear? Okay, na? So now you want to send a document to me. For a document, you need to be travel. Item means somebody has to be travel. So if I want to send us document or a content, so instead of person has to be travel, we are using a software application. But a software application also, somebody has to carry the information or not. Correct? So physically, the information is on the paper. That paper or a document is carried by the postman. So paper or a document is carried by the postman. So postman is nothing but it's a designation. So who is the postman? Human is the postman. For example, Ahmad. Okay, na? Example I am giving. Okay, na? For example, Dahulu, Mohan Sai. I am taking the 3 examples. These are the postman. Sir. Their designations is the postman. But what is their actual name? Ahmadu, Dahulu, Mohan. That is the actual name. Okay. So in the software application, somebody has to be travel the data. Who is traveling or carrying the data is nothing but a data type. Who is the postman here? Data type. Okay, na? But what is their actual name? Ahmad. For example, Ahmad is a actual name. So by using a data type, we are creating a variable. We are creating a variable. So variable is the person. Their designation is the data type. So I want to send a hi to you. So hi is nothing but a who is carrying a data type is called in string. So string carrying the data called hi. Okay, sir, we are having the data types like integer, float, string, boolean. Why so many? See, for example, you want to give like answer of yes or no. Okay, na? So answer of yes, I'm expecting from you. So how much computer memory is taken by the yes? So each character is taken by the 1 byte. 1 byte is nothing but a 8 bits. How many? 8 into 3. Totally how many bits? 24 bits of memory it is taken to be travel to send a yes. So yes, in terms of boolean, yes is nothing but a, if I take in the true or false. True means it will take 1 bit. Okay, this is the reason data types were used. So I want to send a normal document. Can I pack in a suitcase? No, they will charge you more based on the suitcase size. Based on size only they will charge you. Item has less weight also this. For example, you want to send a laptop. Directly you will pack in a cover, you will send a laptop. I will get a break in laptop. So I will get a laptop, it will be in the state of a broken. Correct, right? So you should be packed in a perfect material is required. Same here also. So you should be pack your data in a perfect material. I want to send a string, use a string. Okay, I want to send a numbers based on the numbers, either int or float or decimal or a double. Based on the size, choose it. You want to send a high, yes or no options. Then go for a true or false. Clear? Okay. So what is the data type? A data type is a data carrier. By using a data type, we can create చేస్తాం. Create a variable. We can create a variable. How to create? So syntax. So how many ways to create a variables in a Python? In Python, a variable can be created in 3 ways. So these 3 ways I'm giving uniquely. So uniquely. So these 3 ways you will not get in a Google. Right, Shara? Okay. So the first one is the implicit data type representation. How to represent implicit data type in the Python? In Python, implicit data type represented by the assigned data. By the assigned data, implicit data type will be represented. Clear? By the assigned data implicit. What is the syntax? Syntax variable name is equal to data. That's it. So let me come here and check. Okay, na? For example, name is equal to, let me say Chris. Okay, na? So print name. So what is the data type of a name? String. Correct? How you are saying, sir, here is a string. So can we prove? Yes. By using a type of keyword. By using a type of keyword. Type of keyword used to check data type of a variable. Clear? So take this example. Okay. Done. So this is called implicit. Next one is explicit. So all the programming languages other than the Python and JavaScript, remaining all the programming languages are explicit representation, explicit data type representation. This is you can able to call as type conversion representation also. Type conversion representation also. Here explicitly representing the data type. Explicitly representing the data type. Syntax variable name is equal to data type of variable data type of a data. So data type of a data. Correct? Yes. So let me come here. Name str of okay. So can I check? Yes. So always the type is string. For example, let me say str of a 10. What is the type? String or number? String or int? String. Why? You are explicitly representing. You are explicitly representing. Okay na, clear? Okay, what is another type? Data or data type annotation or variable annotation. So in the data type or variable annotation, representing a data type, we are representing a data type. Syntax, how to represent? Variable name colon data type is equal to data. Variable name colon data type is equal to data. This is called data type or variable annotation. Example. So let us see the example. Same here. Okay, let me say name. So name colon str. Name colon str. Sir, here I am saying a name colon str. In the next line, name is equal to 10 means it will work. Yes. What is the type? Int. But what is the purpose of this one? Python is a dynamically typed programming language. Python is a dynamically typed programming language. So there is a no specific data type. For example, so in one basket, I can able to say small item, that basket will be converted as per that item. So if one basket I'm saying a large item, that basket size automatically will increase. That is called data type dynamically typing. That is called dynamically typing. Clear? So in this case, what happened? Name is equal to 10 means. So what happened? Because of the Python is a dynamically typed programming language. In one line, you can able to assign a Krishna. In the next line, you can able to say name is equal to 10. It will work. Okay, na? But so in the projector you can't able to see, but in your system you check. So this name and 10 are highlighted with a background shade. Are you able to see on the projector? No, but in your laptop check it. So you can able to have the background shade. Okay, clear? This is called data type annotation or variable annotation. So take this example also. So these are the three ways to declare a variable. These are the three ways to declare a variable. Take the example. Okay, data type diagram we have, right? So how many types of data types? Data types are two types. One is primitive or value type. Second one is non-primitive or a reference type. In the primitive, we are having a boolean character number. Again, number is divided as a binary, octal, decimal, hexadecimal. So non-primitive means a string, object is dictionary, arrays. Arrays are set, provision set, tuple, list. Next one is the class. Extra, we are having a none. So please take this diagram if anybody not taken. So next, let us start with a Boolean data type. Boolean data type. Okay. So what is mean by Boolean data type? So Boolean data type is to represent a Boolean values which are true or false. To represent either true or a false. To represent either true or a false. Basically, Boolean data type will take one bit. Okay. Boolean data type will take how many bits? 1 bit. Okay, now only 1 bit to be stored. So any data type, how many ways to represent? 3 ways. What are those? Everyone please pronounce it. Implicit representation. How to represent implicit? Already we have taken the syntax, right? Let us take the example directly. Okay, na? So for example, so how to represent a boolean? Let me say BLN is equal to true. This is called implicit. Let me print type of BLN. Type of BLN. What is the type? Bool. This is called implicit. Implicit. Next, explicit. Tell me explicit. BLN is equal to bool of true or false. Anything you can give. So let me print type of BLN. Okay, na? Next. Tell me data type annotation. How to represent the data type annotation? BLN is equal to BLN colon bool is equal to, let me give a false. So print to type of BLN. What is the type? Okay, na? So let us see the output. So all three are the bool. Correct? So take these 3 examples. So next, so here you are saying about a true. Correct? Okay. So instead of the true, if I say 10, what will happen? What is the output here? Next, what is the output here? What is the output here?
First
So
one
3
int.
things. First one is
Int.
చెప్పండి పెద్ద కరెక్ట్ int. Okay, next
Bool.
bool. Here
Bool.
Boolean.
okay, so int bool int. So data type annotation in the sense, so you should be clear this one, create it as a boolean, but if you want to assign the data, still it will be converted to same data type only. Here you are assigning a 10. So only if you want to maintain explicit is the exact case to be used. Okay, na? So next, instead of the type, let me print the output here. Okay, na? Here is the type, right? So now tell me, what is the output of line number 9? See, in the implicit and data type annotation, output is same as per the assigned data. Okay, so take that one as a note. In implicit or data type annotation, a result is same as per the assigned data. Only conversion will be happen in case of only data type conversion will be happen in which type? In which case?
Explicit.
Explicit. In which case? Explicit. So let us discuss about explicit. For example, explicit, here you are saying about a 10. What is the output? True or a false? What is the output of line number 8? What is the output here? True. For example, let me give a 0. Now tell me what is the output? Boolean of 0 means?
True.
False. Huh? Boolean of 0 is nothing but a false. Next. So instead of the boolean, instead of the 0, let me say hi. So now what is the output? True or false?
True.
True. How you said? Next, let me remove the keyword. So just empty. Now tell me, true or false? False. So what is the difference you are identifying? For example, what is the default value of a number?
Wonderful.
Default value. I have the number from 0 to 9. Do we have any default value? 0. Cheppandi, what is the default value? Cheppalandar. Everyone, please pronounce it. What is the default value? 0. What is the default value of a string? Empty string. What is the default value of a string? Empty string. For a 0 and empty string, it is producing the output of false. All the other cases, true.
Yeah.
So, default values of a data type, Boolean will give the result of default values of bool produce the output is false, otherwise true. Clear? Default value of bool. Default value of bool in the sense, example, take the example, BLN is equal to bool of 0. What is the output? Print BLN. What is the output? False. Okay, na? Take for string also. BLN is equal to bool of empty string. So print BLN. What is the output? False. Same like this, BLN is equal to bool of 10. In this case, if I say print, what is the output? What is the output, team? True or
True.
false? True. So what is the conclusion here? Default values of a bool produce the output is false. Otherwise, okay. Sir, what is the default value? So let us see the default values. Numbers. What is the default value of number? 0. Next, strings. Okay, string. Empty string. How to represent empty string? Double quotation or single quotation without any data. If you give a space, then it is not empty. Okay. Next, character or string, both are same. Okay, na? String or character, both are same. Empty only. Okay, na? Next, number of string. What is the default value of Boolean? Boolean default value is false. Boolean default value is false. Next, we have the array types. In the array, what are the default values? Sorry, in the array, we are having a set. Set is represented by set, frozen set, list, tuple. So what is the default value of a set?
Empty
Curly
set.
braces. Okay. So, but how to represent this one now? While explaining these things in detail, I will explain you. Okay, now so don't worry. So you may get a confusion. In detail, I will explain while explaining individual data type. Okay, na curly braces, spare braces for the list, and normal braces. That I will explain. Okay, clear? Next one is numbers. What is the next data type? Numbers. So by today, everyone please complete up to here. So numbers, from the numbers, I will explain you tomorrow. So number is how many types? 4 types. What are those? Binary, octa, decimal, hexadecimal. So all the programming languages other than the Python supports only decimal. Okay, na? Only decimal. But Python supports all the number system. That's what we are using in the data science, scientific calculations. Scientific calculations in the sense of huge numbers, right? Huge number calculations, right? Okay, na? Complex name calculation, exponential calculations, all the calculations. Okay, na? So today your work is so whatever we have completed. Okay, so we have just discussed and revision all the subject what we completed in these three to 4 days. Okay, your task is if still anybody had to be do a setup, complete setup first. Next, complete Boolean data type. Okay, na? Next. So tomorrow, today's presentation topic is Python history. Okay, na? So tomorrow the topic is where we are using the Python, what type of applications, give sample application. Okay, na? So take this one for the presentation topic. So simply take it as a PPT topic. The topic is where we are using Python. Explain with some example.